Steel Rain, this is Raptor. Adjust fire. System aided, over.
Raptor, this is Steel Rain. Adjust fire. System aided. Out.
10-digit grid. November uniform. 673-12-09571. Over.
10-digit grid. November uniform. 67312-09er-571. Out.
5 BMPs in the open. Request splash, over.
5 BMPs in the open. Request splash. Out. Message to observer. Charlie, 2 rounds. 5 guns in effect. Target number Alpha Bravo 1004. Over.
Message to observer. Charlie, 2 rounds. 5 guns in effect. Target number Alpha Bravo 1004. Out.
Shot over.
Shot out.
Splash over.
Splash out. 10-digit impact grid. November uniform. 67214-09611. Correct and fire for effect, over.
10-digit impact grid. November uniform. 67214-09er-611. Correct and fire for effect. Out.
Record as target. End of mission. Target suppressed, over.
Record as target. End of mission. Target suppressed. Out.
What up, tubers? Yes, Joel Pal, Jackhammer Mike, with another lame video. I want to talk about comms, and I'm getting more and more into it now that I've got the ham radio license, the technician class. I haven't actually talked to anybody yet, haven't tried to make contact with anybody. I'm just spending the time now to try to figure out the repeaters in my area, programming radios, and all, and that's where I'm going to be at today. I want to tell you a little bit about what you can do with some of this knowledge. I'm kind of limited. I don't know all the bands I can do. I think I can go on some of the higher bands, the HF bands, and do like CW, which is Morse code, some data stuff if I had a computer hookup and things like that, which I can, and we're going to try. Just haven't gotten that far yet. I'm just basically programming right now. Now, what I've done is on my my ham, I'm basically just programming the repeaters around my area and listening to see who does what and how often they're being used, when they're being used, and all that fun shit. But learned something cool yesterday. And what it's going to do is, well, I'll talk about the cord here in a minute. I was able to take 2 different sets of radios. These are cheapy little, I don't even remember what I paid for the Retevis. I paid a H777s, I think these are. I don't know if I even paid $50 for a set of 3. They're cool camp radios. Maybe you can get a mile. They say bullshit 26 miles. Yeah, not in this lifetime. Not even close. The instructions, if you read the booklet and the troubleshooting guide, tells you that about a 3 kilometer range, and that's probably a line of sight range, maybe on a good day. Or an upgraded antenna, which we'll talk about that in a minute. But these are the contingency plans radio, the blue ones. These are mine. I had a set of 3, gave one to my son, who he uses for airsoft. But neither one of these radios could talk to each other. Now these 2 did right out of the box, and these 2 did right out of the box, but they weren't programmed. They're not programmed for the family services radio channels. And family service radio channels are, I don't know the frequencies, but they're different than like what you might pull out of the box, unless it specifically says that it was programmed already for the family services channels. You have to program these radios, and the simple device allows you to do that. What you're going to need is you're going to need this USB cable that plugs into your mic and your speaker. Okay, goes into your computer, and then you're going to download a program called Chirp. DancePlanet.com is where you get it. Just look up, do a Google search for Chirp radio programming, and it'll give you all the ins and outs. You just download it to your computer, and then from there you'll find ways to program your radios. So it's a little more in depth than what I'm making it out to be. There's a great site that I've been getting information from now. It's called Ham Radio Crash Course. It's put on by the Hosh Nazi. He's pretty good. He's got, it's a little bit tedious sometimes because he does a lot of live stream, and when he's teaching about stuff, he's doing live stream. So not only is he trying to talk about what we're doing, but he starts answering questions from some of the people that are in the chat, and it can get kind of annoying sometimes because it gets off subject. But he has a channel on Amazon. You have to watch out for these cables. This was about 20 bucks. This was the more expensive cable, but it's the real deal Baofeng cable. Okay? There's a lot of cheap Chinese knockoffs that may not work. Okay? So Hosh Nazi has a link in every one of his videos to his Amazon page. I would go there and get it, and I'm thinking about doing that for all the things that I'm liking and the things that I buy and I test. I'm thinking about putting up an Amazon page, becoming an affiliate. It doesn't cost you guys anymore, but it's a quick link. If you look in the the bottom piece of my video, the description, you'll find a link to it, and you can just click on it, and you can go there and you can see what I'm talking about, or what I like, what I recommend, and the prices for it. Again, it doesn't cost you any more or any less, but it helps me out. They kick a few pennies my way, and maybe it'll give me enough to buy a cup of coffee and a donut. I don't know, but it's just an easy way to link onto it rather than having to go and do a search for stuff. So I'm thinking about it. If you guys object to it, let me know in the comments. I'd be interested in your feedback. If you'd be willing to go and click on a recommendation or something like that. But getting back to the subject, this is a Baofeng. This is the real deal, not a cheap Chinese knockoff. It's plug and play. It worked right out of the box. I'm running Windows 10. Excuse me, in my computer, and it worked great. So basically, what I had to do is I had to download the Chirp program, and then I had to go through various steps. You'll have to go through the Hosh Nazi page for a good explanation of how to do it. I'll put a link in the description below so that you guys can click on it and watch this video. It's an hour something long, but you could skip ahead, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes maybe, and it'll take you right into the programming part of it. But what it'll do is, say you have a hodgepodge of radios lying around, and they're all fairly modern. They're not 10-year-old radios. They're 3 years or less, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know how old the contingency plans radios are. These are about 2 years old, maybe, if that. But what it'll allow you to do is, especially if you still have the user guide to it and you know what frequencies or what programming capabilities these have, because most of them all need to be programmed. You can go in, you can get the stuff on Chirp, and then you can download from Radio Reference or Repeater Guide, or one of the other couple of sites that are out there, and it'll take you right to the family radio channels. There's 15 plus 1. 16th channel is a scanning channel, which will maybe pick up some different conversations. These things are so weak, it probably won't help. This one actually is going to be more kick-ass than these out of the box, just because I took my antenna off my Baofeng, because I got an upgraded antenna, and this antenna is supposed to be really, really good. It's going to give him a better range when he's operating this radio than these standard ones. So maybe instead of a mile, 2 miles maybe we can squeeze 3 out of it. We're going to have to get out to the range and find out. Get out the old camp contingency and do some testing and see how it goes. But I've got every one of these things.
Power on. 3, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, channel 4. Okay, channel 4. So these used to not be able to talk to each other. Check, 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 check. I can't hear this one. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. So now these talk to each other. Now the super special part of it is with this ham radio, I can go channel mode.
4955.
Oh, let's see. I want to go to, let's see, channel 4 on this one is channel 1620, I think.
0, 2, 0.
Yeah, Family Services Radio 4. Check, check, check. Check, 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 check.
Power on. 4, 5, 4.
Check, check, check. Check, check. So now I have the capability, because I programmed Family Services Radio in here, to pick up conversations maybe from people that are camping around the area, or people that are in houses around us or something, that maybe this is all they've got, you know, and they're being cool and like, hey, I got somebody over walking up the wash, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to probably be able to hear them with this beast and transmit to them. Now, whether they can transmit to me because they don't have that much power, I don't know. I should be able to hopefully hear them better. I don't know. We'll have to test it out in the field. But basically with the chirp program and the cable here, I have all these radios, 5 radios now, synced up all together. You know, and the ham is the leader of the pack. Okay. So that's just a quickie update. Some of the capabilities, still learning a ton of stuff. Going to be a lot more to come. Basically, again, I'm going to have just a simple, a single playlist for ham and emergency comms. I've already got a list going on things that I want to do, antenna upgrades and out in the field applications and repeaters and other cool stuff like that I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to cut in some links or some pages, the chirp thing. I don't know how to do it on my editing software yet. I'm not that advanced, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the night trying to get that going. But I got these things programmed, so I should be able to do a whole bunch of different things, especially on that computer. So there it is, quick and easy, hard to beat. The capabilities of this kind of a radio, and some of your programming guides might have stuff in it if you have Family Services radios, especially the little cheap camp radios. Maybe even some of them came with a cable that you could try first and see how well it works. This took 2 days to get here, so it was just like that. But I just made, I've got 4 times the capabilities now, where I can at least talk to 4 more people So say for instance you have a group, and unless you buy like one of these kits that has like 10 radios in it, you're gonna be like trying to program everybody's radio, and it's really actually pretty easy to do. There's a lot of memories in these things that you can program different frequencies, different channels, and sync up these radios to all work together. So cool. There you have it. That's pretty much it for now. And as I progress, I'm going to I'll bring you along every step of the way and show you what we've got going on. Some of you guys, you ham guys, probably already know a lot of this stuff. And feel free to chime in with any help or tips or anything else like that, because a lot of us don't know this stuff yet and are learning. And I think that comms are extremely undervalued, underrated, and the importance of them are not really known. Can you pick up, emergency services and other things with this? No, not with these. The ham you can, but not with these. But if you're out hiking and this is all you got, and somebody's monitoring your station because you said, hey, I'm going to be out hiking, fucking mosquito, and keep your ears on just in case I get hurt or something happens. I'll try to call. So good little emergency system, good little close range comms, and it's fun too. So cool. All right, buds. With that, I'm out. Oh, Max, why'd you do that?